share. We've got stories, laughter, and love to share. From the country roads to the city lights, join us for a ride that feels just right.
All right, Josh. You like that? Is that a little better?
Yeah, that's a new one.
That's a new Coffee Club intro here this morning. So we've got a fun one. We've got Chris and Dozer and Howard in here. Going to talk some threshing, going to talk some county fair time. And we got some good coffee. What are we drinking this morning, Josh?
This is a Ethiopian, Honduras, and then we also have what's called a black and blue.
Yeah.
And so it's like it's a Blue Moon inspired Java. So.
I love it. Coming up in August, Backbone Coffee. If you want to start doing some research on them, they are our August coffee sponsor, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to talk to the creators of that here coming up. Well, Coffee Club on this Friday morning. We're going to interview Howard Raymond, and he is from the Tri-State Antique Engine and Thresher Show that is coming up. Good morning. And we also have, we call him Dozer. He's got a real first name. I don't know if anybody knows it anymore. Do you think, right?
But it would be really confusing today considering Chris is right next to me.
Right. And then, of course, we got Chris Baker joining us, president of the Hitchcock County Fair Board this year. Yes. Congratulations to you, right?
Yes.
All right, so we got plenty of fun things to talk about. Let's start with the Thresher Show coming up in Kansas here in a few weeks.
Yeah, we start the 31st, which is Thursday, less than 2 weeks away at Bird City, Kansas. We started that show in 1953. We've been threshing every year since. So come on down, come over to Benkelman, drop right down to Bird City on the Highway 36 down there. Real easy to find, easy to get to.
So for people that don't know, what's the Thresher Show?
The threshing was the process of separating the grain from the straw part of the wheat plant. In the early days, the wheat was cut by hand, cut off with a scythe or a sickle, gathered up into bunches, and then brought into the threshing. Was originally threshed by hand with a flail. Then eventually in the 1840s, they started getting machines that would beat the grain from the straw, and then it still had to be separated by hand. They would use the wind to blow the chaff away. And then by the 1870s, a machine more like what the combines do today that actually does the entire job of separation and puts the clean grain in the tank.
Yeah. Quite a bit of history there. Haley, you've been to threshing shows before. Have you been to this one?
Yeah. Usually my family goes down to it every year. It's kind of a long history in our family too. My grandpa's dad actually bought a steam engine, and so we have since restored it, and now it's in the Mount Pleasant, Iowa threshing show. But yeah, we like to go down to that one every year, and I mean, it's cool, the things you see. I mean, you can actually see the process down there of them doing it, and I mean, there's more activities. There's the meal, of course, that's always one of the favorites down there, but yeah, there's tons to see, and it's cool to learn all the history and stuff.
Well, then the steam engines too. We have a lot of steam engines down there. I'm glad you mentioned that. I think we have 17 steam engines that we run during the show, and that was the power before we had gasoline tractors and diesel tractors. We used steam to power the machinery on the farms.
Yeah. So one of my classic favorites down there is the slow races. So believe it or not, it's kind of like a race, but in reverse. So it's the steam engine that basically gets to the finish line last, but doesn't stop dead center. Like it keeps going, but it doesn't stop. That's one of my favorites.
Good choop.
It sounds like my kind of race, right?
If the flywheel stops turning, they're done. They're done. It's got to keep moving, however slow.
That's cool.
It is amazing to see the process. When I catered and stuff for thrashings and that was always the highlight of mine. I'd be like, all right, window shut down. We're going to go watch this because it is amazing to see the process that it went through. until they asked me to take up a pitchfork and start tossing it. Then I went back to a spatula. I was much better at that.
Well, we've got 2 loads of bundles loaded, so that's 2 loads you won't have to load.
Oh, that's good.
You said they use the wind. It's nice because we have wind around here. It's in much supply, Kansas, Nebraska, right? All right. So this show, tell us, when is it? And it is for the whole family, right?
It is a family event, yes. There's plenty of things for the kids to do. There's stuff for the old people to do. We run the full gamut. So from diapers to diapers, you might say. But always starts the last Thursday in July, which this year is the 31st of July, runs through the 2nd of August.
I'm going to use that diapers to
I'm going to
diapers.
steal that. At some point in time in life, I'm going to have to steal that. That's good.
That's good. Howard Raymond with the Tri-State Antique Engine and Thrasher Show coming up. Get out and enjoy that. It's going to be a good time. Is there a place, do you guys have a website or Facebook page?
We do.
Okay.
Threshershow.org.
Okay. All right.
And then our Facebook group is Bird City Thresher Friends.
Yeah.
So join our group and check us out.
That's going to be a lot of fun coming up here very quick. Let's talk Hitchcock County Fair, as you guys are in full session right now. So, Chris, you've already been out the fairgrounds a little bit this week, right?
A little bit. We started on Monday with the horse show and Tuesday with the dog show. Yeah. Wednesday was, I believe, chickens, and then we had beef show yesterday. So this morning at 9 a.m., the hog show starts, followed by this sheep and goat show.
All right. You guys have plenty of entertainment yet this week to go for today and tomorrow. And so what are some of the highlights for this year?
For today, we got the kids tractor pull at 5 o'clock. They come out of Columbus, I believe. Great for all ages, and even they have great big ones for adults. So
unsanctioned.
That was a fun one for last year. That really was.
Unsanctioned betting happening on the side, I'm sure. But
I don't know nothing about that. And then following that, we have the ranch rodeo starting at 6 o'clock. We also have sheep and calf riding, along with mutton busting.
For people that don't know, explain the ranch rodeo a little bit.
Best I can describe it, and I'm not the good one at this. It's all stuff that your typical ranchers would have to do off horseback, like doctoring, sorting. They just put it in a rodeo format. Mm-hmm. For those of not familiar with the ranch rodeo.
Yeah,
I mean, you got to cut calves out, and of a herd of them, you got to cut certain calves out and get them in a trailer, and it's really cool because you get to see the showcase, kind of like their thresher show, where you get to see what real farmers and ranchers do on a regular basis, but you don't have to go out to a middle of nowhere field to do it. So it's kind of neat.
Yeah.
Do you do the wild cow milk?
No.
I wish we did. That would be so cool.
The first time I saw that was at the Dundy County.
What's the wild cow milk?
Yeah, you know exactly what it is.
You rope a cow and you have to get a certain amount of milk in a teacup. Is that what they do?
The one I saw was a beer bottle. And when you get it to the judge, there better be a little bit of milk, or all your effort was worthless. It is a sight to see. It's usually a bunch of teenage boys going out and chasing these cows.
It looks so much fun, though. If I was younger, I would do it.
The cow is not cooperating.
No.
Never is.
Same as the wild horse racing, where you got to catch a horse, try to get it saddled up, and then ride it across the finish line, and that horse is going to go wherever it wants to.
Yeah. So we're going to be over there for an on-location remote broadcast later today, too. So we'll have our summer tour jackpot machine there, which is exciting. We kind of redid that this year. Some of our prizes, we've got a lot more prizes, and they're bigger prizes. So
we have 4 good giant prizes, which is community hospital with a cooler.
And it's like a big stand-up
Yeti.
cooler. Yeah.
And then Will Creek Meats has a $1,000 meat bundle. Samway's floor-covered furniture has a queen-size plush Eurotop triple cooling system or Stonic bed. And then Ace Hardware with that Ego Power battery-powered snow blower. And then we have some gift certificates from Ember's Bakery Taco John's, Jimmy John's, and then a bunch of cool stuff from Air National Guard. So
I also threw in some concert and rodeo tickets. So
Nice.
come find us tonight for a chance to win those.
All at the Hitchcock County Fair. We're going to be there, 4 to 6 today?
Yep.
yeah, Seth
be
and I
me and
switched.
Seth.
Yeah, Seth and I switched.
Okay.
Because he won't have to work on his birthday next week.
So Seth's going to be there?
Yep, so Seth's going to be on location instead of me, even though we've been promoting. If you see Seth and you thought it was supposed to be me, I
Just call him
obviously
Josh.
I lost 300 pounds or something.
One of the highlights this year, Day Dozin. And how'd you guys end up with that for the Hitchcock County Fair?
Well, luckily we had an in when Dozer was on the fair board.
Yeah.
But when we found out they were going to do a group, I think it was a unanimous decision on having somebody local. Because I believe she grew up in Culbertson.
She did, yes.
Yeah, so very excited to have them and have that. And their following is just phenomenal.
Yeah.
I saw them earlier this year at Pioneer Days in Palisade. And everybody there just couldn't get enough. It was a great time.
Well, both of them have won our Coyote Country Music Showdown over the years, so it's great talent. So, Dozer, kind of give us some background. How did this come about?
It's been a wild ride in such a short amount of time. We did, and actually, it's kind of funny because Dalen and I kind of first started singing together last year after the Hitchcock County Fair, because I had got the sound system and stuff for the Ranch Rodeo, and after the Ranch Rodeo, she had sang the national anthem for the Ranch Rodeo, and she had also come up to me prior to that, and I had no idea who she was at that time when I won the Coyote Country Music Showdown the last time.
Yeah.
She's like, dude, we got to do something together, and I had no idea who she was because she is quite a bit younger. She's basically
And she's half as tall as you are. There's that too.
But she was like, and I was like, oh yeah, for sure. I didn't know who she was. I felt bad, but she thought I was so rude because I was sitting in my head trying to figure out, how do I know this person?
Right.
But it came across as like I didn't want to, sing with her or anything like that. And I was like, no, I was trying to figure out who you were. And anyway, fast forward to the Ranch Rodeo, they had her sing the national anthem, and I was announcing it. And after the Ranch Rodeo was over, we kind of started singing some songs on stage together just for fun. And it was like, wow, we should get together and sing more often. It's like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
So then we started, practicing and singing more often. And then the Save Our Marinas thing came around, and we were at jeopardy of losing the marinas and stuff, and we kind of looked at each other and we're like, should we just do a couple shows for that just for fun?
Yeah.
We did free concert, we didn't charge anything or anything like that. She's like, yeah, let's do it. So that it ended up, we were originally just going to do the one out at Trenton, and then I was like, why don't we just do two? Why don't we do one on Friday out at the Lighthouse Marina in Red Willow, and then we'll do one at the Good Life on Sunday. She's like, yeah, we could do that. So we put together a quick show, and I had my buddy Frank, who is now our guitarist, who is now playing majority of the songs on the guitar. I created a monster there. Love that guy to death.
Yeah.
Because I begged him to do two songs. I begged him to do two songs at the first two free concerts, and reluctantly he agreed. Well, then after he was done, he was like, "That was so much fun," and I was like, "Wasn't it?" And he's like, "Would you have a problem next year if I played more songs?" I says, "No, not at all." So then he took off running, and he's just great.
Because you play guitar, but
I play a little bit, not like Frank though.
Right,
man. That guy. You go. I got an idea in my head, doom, 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 and he go, oh, you mean this? And I'm like, that exactly. How you do that, I don't know, and it makes me mad that you can do that and I can't. But
well, we'll tell you this, Josh and I, the first time you were in our showdown, we looked at each other and we said, that guy needs a band.
Yeah,
the guy needs a band.
Do you remember? Okay, so you played a huge part in all this.
That's dangerous.
Whether believe it or not. So when Granger Smith was in town, and I got pulled up on stage and sang with Granger Smith, after the fact, you came up to me. He said, "You need to do this showdown."
Yeah.
And of course, I was just in a whole different planet that night because I didn't know what had happened. And I says, "Yeah, sure. I don't know. I didn't know anything about it really. I mean, I knew a little bit about it, but it was like I don't know." Well, then I remember when the show got closer to showtime, you reached out to me again. You said, you need to sign up for this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, maybe I will. And you're like, no, you're going to sign up for this. And I'm like, okay, fine. So I did. And then you helped me, get that started. And then it just this has been slowly building from there. But this last year, it went from, a slow incline to just blew up.
So if you want to see Day Dozen, kind of the culmination of all this so far, going to be at the Hitchcock County Fair. And when does that take place?
That Saturday night, 8 o'clock.
Here we go.
All right. And where's that?
Because I'm anxious. I'm ready.
Where's that going to be?
It's going to be located on the east side of our green building down there at the fairgrounds.
Cool. Nice.
So.
All right. All the Hitchcock County Fair in Culbertson. So very exciting. Some great things coming up here very quickly. Haley, you want to start with our weekend poll?
Yeah. So our weekend poll this week is what it was your dream job as a kid.
Right.
For me, don't laugh. But I think since I had started dance classes when I was younger, I always wanted to be a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader.
Dallas Cowboys cheerleader.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
Don't ask me why, but
that's great.
Hey, you know what? You and Darcy can go try out together.
I mean,
That'd be good.
That's what she wanted to do.
That would be a great radio
Let's do it.
segment.
What's that?
That would go following them down to Dallas and watching them do tryouts for the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders.
yeah, I think that ship definitely sailed, but it was what I wanted to do.
It's never too late.
Yeah.
never
It's too
too
late.
Follow your dreams. Howard, what was your dream job as a kid?
Well, I grew up in agriculture. I grew up on a dairy farm in Pennsylvania, and I watched my dad. He was my hero, and he always was able to do as he pleased because he was self-employed, and that became, subconsciously my goal.
Yeah.
And I think for the last 50 years, that's pretty much what I've done.
That's fantastic. That's
So,
good.
Yeah.
How about you, Chris? What was your dream job as a kid?
Oh, we did our little all about me in kindergarten, and I think on that paper I put I wanted to be a janitor. and the only reason I said that is we had this janitor at my elementary school who was so nice to us, so cool. And, we'd throw balls on the roof, and when he'd get up there during recess and throw them back to us, I thought that was the coolest thing ever.
So he got to go on the roof.
Yeah.
Consequently,
Yeah, and he had a good time with it, too, so.
that's good. All right. Those are your up.
Man. So most people would probably think I would answer this as like singer or entertainer or whatever, but the actual truth of it is, and not very many people know this. I haven't told this to a lot of people, but now everybody's going to know. And don't laugh.
Ain't no judgment.
I wanted to be a Dallas Cowboy. No, actually, I wanted to be a jeweler. I growing up, I was always fascinated with, gemstones and pretty rocks and stuff like that. And I was like, I did make jewelry when I was younger for a while, and I just kind of wanted to be a jeweler. But then that kind of went by the wayside because it's expensive.
Well, you could do some moonlight learning over with Bill. I'm sure he'd help you out.
And that was it. It was really cool just growing up, just seeing all the different kinds of jewelry, the different like gold, and prospecting gold. I would love to go do that some more. And
Yeah.
but yeah, I just kind of always wanted to be a jeweler.
Imagine your mom was the same as my mom. Always had to clean out your pockets before she washed them because there was rocks in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was not good at it. She also washed several cell phones when I was growing up too. So but it's my fault. It is my fault. But no, yeah, jeweler. It's weird, but not a lot of people would think that. Big biker dude, singer, songwriter. He wanted to be a jeweler.
Jeweler, yeah. Well, this is one of those questions that we don't anticipate we're going to get a lot of answers for on Facebook, just because you have to type more out. Either or questions do work better, but we thought this would be a fun one. So we'd love to have you go participate. Go type in on our Coyote Country Facebook page. The weekend poll sits there now. Josh, what did you want to grow up and be? What was your dream job as a kid?
So, I really didn't have much of a dream job that I really wanted to do, but I would say I always had a fascination growing up because I was with Grandpa Bud a lot. with cooking and barbecuing. And so, like, when we moved back this way, there wasn't much of that anywhere. So it probably doesn't come to a shock as much people, but yeah, I would always loved like hosting people and cooking for people. And that's always been kind of like my hobby and my go-to. So, yeah, probably Fire 55. That would probably be like, you know, the ultimate dream, but...
The barbecue restaurant, by the way.
Yeah, Fire 55 barbecue.
That's the name. That's the name of it. If you ever did it.
Well, we have like 50 names.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, Haley, was there any on the Facebook? Did you find any?
Somebody wanted to be a pop star. Mm-hmm. I wanted to be a veterinarian until my first dog died. I quickly reconsidered. An astronomer, a psychologist, and a marine biologist.
You know,
She was angry that day, my friend.
Oh, man.
I always wanted to be a detective too. Like that was always something that, because I played a lot of Clue. I watched a lot of like The Next 48 Hours. And so I always thought like, you know, being a detective, not a cop because cops work a lot, but like a detective where you just go into house and you're like, it was, you know, the brother with a lead pipe.
Till you realize, till you get older and you realize detectives mostly detect, you know, this little lady's, you know, walker went missing. Solve the case. That's what the detective work is now.
Cracked that one open. For me, obviously, I had a couple other, you know, want to play football. Genetics was not on my side on that one. Then the second one was, and actually, when I graduated high school, I was playing my trumpet 3 hours a day. And so I wanted to go on and be a professional trumpet player. So I went to college as a music major. Well, the problem with that was you started learning theory and all the music behind the scenes stuff. Mm-hmm. Basically, all I wanted to do was play my trumpet. So that one fell by the
next
wayside.
Desi Gillespie.
Yep. Mark Driscoll. There's a lot of them. So yeah, that would have been a lot of fun. And if I had spent all the time that I spent on my trumpet on a guitar, man, I'd be good today. I play guitars now today, but I don't play. I
think I'd be really easy to teach how to play the guitar because, like, I'm left-handed, so it'd be like a mirroring image.
Yeah, you want to learn?
Yeah, if Frank's got some time, I can.
I'm sure he could clear his schedule out and help you out a little bit.
That's
He'd even probably
fantastic.
use Jesse's old guitar to teach you.
Yeah, I cut the stable down in half.
Jesse won't teach me because he doesn't teach goofy people.
Goofy foot over here. Yeah. That is the Weekend Poll. See it on our Facebook page, and we'd love to know, what was your dream job as a kid? The next topic here for the Coffee Club is a fun one. Freezer archaeology. What's the oldest and most mysterious item lurking in the depths of your freezer right now? Chris, you want to start? Did you go hunting last night?
No. Unfortunately, we're pretty good about cleaning out our freezer. So about everything in there's a year old, just some ground beef. But we do have our top tier of our wedding cake.
Oh, yeah. How long you been married?
Geez, don't ask me that on radio. 13 years. And
13-ish.
We saved it, to eat it on our 1 year anniversary, and then we never got to it. And we're kind of like, well, now what do we do with it? But we don't want to toss it out. So
you and I both know it's just styrofoam that's frosted anyway. So.
Oh no, this one actually is cake.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. It is cake. So one of these years it's going to get crushed or freezer will quit, and then we'll have to part with it. But back in the back corner of our basement would probably be the thing, because we live in my grandparents' old house, and there's still some jarred goods in the back corner. Last thing I looked at was like pickled beets from 1983.
Oh my!
So
what year were you born?
88. So they've been there a hot minute, but it's on the bottom of my to-do list of cleaning that stuff out. So
yeah,
so I will tell you, Darcy will have to answer correctly, but I think we ate our wedding cake out of the freezer for 4 years.
a little bit every
we
year.
Just take a slice out of it, and I think it was red velvet cake, and then after like 4 years, it was severely tasted freezer burnt. And so then we decided to toss it out. So I think it was 4 years that we tried to do it.
You're gonna have to go home and try yours now.
Yeah.
Good.
And you can give me a report on what it.
I'll bring it to
Wait until the fair's over.
Yeah, right.
Oh, wait. Bring it to the fair, deep fat fry it.
There we go.
And sell it for a premium, you know?
I think there's also like in our freezer, we do a pretty good job about cleaning it out every year. But I know there's probably a package of maybe some peaches or something that's left in there that we just, it was bad the first time, so we just left it in there.
Yeah. All right, Haley, what is the freezer archaeology that you've got?
I don't know, because we kind of just went through.
Well, you
our
guys just
freezer.
moved, so.
Yeah. I mean, we moved a year ago, and then, we just kind of cleaned out our freezer because we'd got a half a beef. But I don't know. I'm sure there's some sort of wild game in there somewhere that Kyle has that
Yeah.
he hasn't cooked up yet.
I got a quarter coming from Willow Creek. In fact, I need to get that today.
I got a couple tongues.
Yeah. Do you?
Yeah. I got some beef tongue in
I've got
there.
a beef.
Oh,
tongue in mine,
beef
too.
tongue. Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Good
like,
thing we're not on the East Coast or West Coast because people might be concerned if.
I got a little tongue in my.
Howard, what's in the depths of your freezer?
I don't think there's anything in the depths because I keep everything pulled to the front. But
Yeah.
I've got at the farm at Wellfleet, I've got one freezer and 2 refrigerators, and I keep my flour and stuff like that, pasta and that stuff, because I live alone and you don't get that stuff eat up, and it tends to go bad if you don't keep it in the freezer. So I've got some of that kind of stuff's been in there a long time. I've got 2 refrigerators plus a refrigerator freezer in my camper at Bird City because I stay down there 5 days a week. But those end up being mostly full of bottled water. So, yeah.
That's good. Dozer, how about you? What's in the freezer?
Our freezer is actually fairly well cleaned out. My fiance is really good about not letting stuff sit in there.
Yeah.
But I can tell you a story about my stepmom's.
Okay.
So you remember the old M&M logo,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
like from the 70s and 80s?
Yeah.
So my sister, when my folks first got together, my stepsister, she convinced me to help her clean out her mom's freezer, my stepmom. And I thought, yeah, sure, I'm doing a nice thing. I'm helping her out, And boy, that was not a good idea because my stepmom got home, and she got out of the car, and as soon as she was pulling in, my sister Robbie was like, "Okay, see ya, have a good one," and went home. And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And Renee got home, and she was like, "How's it going?" I says, "Oh, good. We cleaned out your freezer." She goes, "You did what?" She put that bill on me. Like my sister was like, "Nope, I'm out." She knew it was a trap. Well, anyway, when we were cleaning this freezer out, we found this bag of M&Ms from like 1979, and it had the old M&M logo on it. It was cool, and I almost wanted to keep them, but I was like, "No, we're trying to clean the freezer out." But that was
no.
Yeah.
So I would have ate that. The chocolate, that would have been
My
bad.
stepmom was not happy with us.
Was she saving those?
She was saving everything. She was saving everything.
Well, according to a Google machine over here, between sometime during 1970 to 88, the logo was updated with a brown word mark on the white background. Is that the one?
I think so.
Or was it before 1970, the M on the candy was changed to white?
This has been long enough ago, I can't exactly remember. I kind of wish I'd have kept them now.
Yeah, yeah.
Probably. All I knew was that when we picked up that bag of M&Ms, I went,
That's different.
I've never seen this
whoa.
one.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa. The price tag was still on this bag of M&Ms. It was like 89 cents, and it was a big bag.
Yeah.
So that's when I was like, this is old. And because M&Ms, you buy a bag of M&Ms like that today, you're paying $8, and it was like, whoa.
The bag you threw away is probably worth like $5,000.
Probably. probably.
M&M's like, we needed that for our savings.
But my stepmom, she was mad. She was like, "You did what?" And I was like, "We cleaned out your freezer." Here I am thinking we're doing a good thing. And no, that was bad. Dude.
No
And
good
my
deed.
sister just totally dipped. She was like, and I was like, "Well, Robbie asked me to help her." And she was like, "I'm not mad at you." Because you didn't know any better. And to this day, I still give my sister crap for that because I was like, you left me. You left me.
I'll tell you, that's having brothers is easier. Sisters are sneaky mean like that.
Well, mine is the one that's been in there the longest. My wife's probably like, "Oh no, what's he gonna say?" And it's nothing to do with her. So we have a tree in the backyard, and I love this tree. I don't even know what it is. It's got these orange trumpet flowers on it, and it's a really pretty tree vine thing, whatever. Well, in the fall, it always drops these long seeds. Okay. So I was told, and so we've got a lot, and I wanted to go and plant some of these at the lot and see if they'd take. Well, a few years ago, somebody told me, well, you got to at least put it in the freezer so that it thinks it had a winter. And so, okay. So anyway, I put one of the seeds in there. I think it's been in there for a few years now.
It's
a winter, not 14.
It's a long winter.
You know, honestly, I think we can all agree on this one. Everybody's probably got some bananas in their freezer from
Absolutely.
like 3 or 4 years ago.
Nope.
Oh, no. No.
We don't do bananas in the freezer at our house.
The banana bread?
As soon as they turn dark, my kids are all about baking that real quick in the breader.
well-
we don't wait for the freezer.
Okay, sidebar here. Banana bread with or without nuts?
Without nuts.
Yeah, without.
I got
Without the bananas.
I don't know.
You more of a zucchini bread guy?
Bananas are not food. Watermelon is not food. Iceberg lettuce is not food.
Oh, man. I think I like this guy. That's good. How about you? Nuts, no nuts?
No nuts.
No nuts.
I could do either or.
Okay.
Although
John?
my mom's
Zero.
probably mad.
Yeah, no nuts.
My mom always made it with nuts. And I just answered, with no nuts. So she's probably like, oh.
All right, next topic for the coffee club this morning. What's summer's signature scent? What smell just immediately says, yep, it's summer?
Hot tar.
Bingo. I was going to say the same thing. The asphalt from them fixing the roads from getting tore up over winter. That was going to be mine too.
Some burnt rubber.
Chris, how about you? What screams summer?
I had a hard one with this. I'm thinking rain. It's just something about, you get that nice rain shower and then that smell right after.
What's that?
Rain, yeah. Right? We've been pretty fortunate
This year, yeah, but normally it's...
Ask Mullen.
Yeah.
They've had, when I was talking to a guy, this was a few weeks ago, they had 26 inches of rain since May.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Now, there's
In
parts
Mullen.
of Dundee County that have had a fair amount of rain this year.
Yeah.
Well, and didn't Bird City get quite a bit of rain just a couple weeks ago?
No. We have had very little rain down there. It's rained south of us.
Yeah.
They got rain down to Goodland, but no, we have not had any rain.
Somewhere out south.
You've seen big clouds, though.
Clouds, yeah, it was cloudy yesterday all day. It was cold yesterday. I almost froze to death.
Yeah, that's,
I love that. Anybody else? What's the summer's signature scent?
I was just going to say watermelon.
that's not food.
I mean,
Watermelon doesn't have a smell.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Well, the fake scent of it.
Oh, okay.
Suntan lotion or something,
There you go.
Anybody around here sniff the muskmelon before the cantaloupe? You ever sniff it before?
No,
Well,
cantaloupes.
my dad would before he'd crack
Scratch
open.
it and then smell it.
I'm with him. Cantaloupe's not food.
I like cantaloupe.
Scratch and sniff.
My mom said the smell of grass, cut grass.
Oh,
That's what I was going to say is grass. Any grass.
Yeah, alfalfa.
Summertime grass,
That's the
when
smell
it's
of
dry and hot, it has a smell. Any herbage has a really distinct smell when it's hot. It has a different smell when it's fresh cut.
Yeah.
It has another smell after it rains. But they're all summer smells. You don't smell grass in the wintertime.
Well, most of us don't.
Well, I live outside, so yeah.
I think my neighbor smells grass year round.
All right, let's move on. We're going to play a couple of games here. This is fun.
Oh, your mom said barbecue.
Barbecue, that's what it smells like?
Yes.
Look at that. My mom and your mom are participating together.
In the show. I love it. Breakfast bingo, and then we got a follow-up to it. Breakfast bingo, Josh.
The first answer starts with a B. The second answer starts with an I. The third answer starts with an N. Fourth one with a G. And then the last one starts with an O.
So that's for the answers. You'll understand quickly. Haley, the singer married to Jay-Z.
Oh, come on.
Come on.
She's country at heart. She don't know.
I am too, but
She is not.
Brittany. I don't know.
No, it's not. When you said she's country, I thought you were saying the artist is country.
No.
No.
She tried.
No,
Wow,
she's
she did
country.
try.
Beyonce.
Beyonce.
Yeah.
All right, Josh.
She thinks she's country. Actually.
Overeating and eating too quickly can cause this.
Indigestion.
Upset stomach.
Wow. Why'd you give him the first one?
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Listen, if it ain't Zach Top, it ain't nothing right now. Okay?
Yeah. All right, you ready to go? The U.S. state which borders the Canadian province of Quebec to the north.
Michigan.
No.
No.
Anybody else?
New Hampshire.
Starts with an N. Must be New York.
Yeah, New Hampshire.
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Dozier up here. A new mom didn't have a boy. She had a...
Oh, really? Girl. Wow. What do I win? That was the toughest one of them all.
We don't.
You need to understand, I never pre-read any of these. I just don't. All right, Chris. Famous chef whose first name is Jamie.
Oliver.
Jamie Oliver. Very good. Nice.
You go. I wouldn't have got that one. I'm glad I got girl.
All right. And the company that sends these to me, they came up with a different one called Four Things. Okay. It's kind of a spin on Breakfast Bingo. Four things. I'm going to just describe four unrelated things now, places or people. And the first letter begins with F, the second one O, and so on, all right? So, Chris, we'll go back.
So it spells four?
It spells four, F-O-U-R. Ford's most popular vehicle is?
F-150.
F-150.
Amen, baby.
Ugh.
You're outnumbered here.
Chevy or Dodge? What are you?
Chevy.
Chevy, okay.
Oh, well,
yeah.
our Chevy guys
We'll
just
take
getting up.
that.
I was like, I grew up in the square body Suburbans and
Oh, yeah.
25s and 20s.
All right, let me ask you this. Chevy or GMC?
I gotta go GMC.
There you go.
Yeah, okay.
That's better.
That's what we currently drive. I have a bad reputation with Chevy pickups. For some reason, I can't keep one on four wheels. So we figured out once I got the GMC, all of my problems stopped.
Yeah, nice. Dozer, the second one, Walt Disney World's location.
Orlando?
Orlando, yeah.
Never been.
You've never been?
Never been.
Okay.
Same.
Either.
Your wife said that's a great question for you because you love Fords.
All right, Aaron, here we go. Used to protect oneself from the rain.
Umbrella.
An umbrella. And Haley, since you did two of them, Josh, you get this one. A little girl's hair decoration is what?
Ribbon.
A ribbon. Very good. The last of the games are what are the odds? Basically, what I'll do is I'll give you something that deserves a number, and you tell me what the odds are. What are the odds that you'll grow up to be president? What do you think? It's open for anybody.
100 million to 1.
100 million to 1? What are you thinking?
If I'm president, though, things will get fixed. Let me tell you. Free beer Wednesdays.
Yeah. How are you going to pay for that?
Right.
That's always
What?
the first question.
My Busch Light's cheap.
Grew up to be president, 10 million to 1.
10 million.
Yeah.
Wow.
That you'll marry a millionaire. What's the odds?
Gosh,
Oh, mercy, everybody has $1 million anymore, don't they?
I don't.
50
I'm
to
going to say
1.
100,000 to 1.
It is actually 215 to 1.
Sounds like
Really?
Yeah.
Sounds like everybody's got $1 million.
There's a lot of people who are worth $1 million isn't a lot of money anymore.
Well,
you might not have $1 million when you get married, but you will be
So
worth
is
$1
this
million
like worth
before
$1
you
million,
retire.
or is this like $1 million in the bank account?
That's a great question. I don't know the answer to it. What's the odds that you'll achieve sainthood?
Like within the church?
I have
That's
no
a
more
very
details.
vague question.
Well, yeah.
I'm gonna go 50 million to 1.
Okay. Anybody else?
10 to 1.
30.
I don't know.
I'm a saint. My mom said I'm a saint.
Dozer's going, I just don't want to be, as close to without going over.
Not the
playing the Price is
define
Right.
saint.
$1.
It's 20 million to 1.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Odds that you'll be struck by lightning.
Oof.
That's actually pretty high, ain't it?
Yes. 500 to 1.
It says 500 to 1. That's a little low.
Yeah. Oh,
10,000 to 1.
What do you think?
very few people are struck by lightning.
Yeah.
Very few.
The odds are 576,000 to 1.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Higher than I thought.
Yeah.
It's a lot higher than I thought. Yeah. Okay, next topic for the Coffee Club. Got another fun one here for you today. This goes like this. What are small signs that someone is really smart, other than the fact that they listen to our morning show?
I think that does not make people very smart.
Yeah.
We don't English very well.
We don't English very well.
Chris, what's something you note when you notice this about someone? You're like, man, they're probably pretty smart. What are you thinking?
Oh, that's a tough one. I like to think the ones that are silent are usually smarter.
The ones that don't talk, but when they do,
Yeah.
everybody shuts up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one of those things. Because I feel like the ones that are more outspoken, tend to not think before they say
Everybody's looking at me right there. Yeah, that's true. Dozer, what's a little telltale that somebody's really smart?
I was going to say that same thing, but there's also another angle to look at some of it is like in a crisis situation or in a stressful situation. They're the ones that are calm.
Yeah.
They're the ones that are calm because of the same reason. They're analyzing the situation instead of going too straight. Oh, what do we do? They're calm. They're
doing.
they're doing. So
That's really smart. I like that. All right, next.
I like to think somebody that is well read, and you mention something, you mention an author, you mention a quote, and if they don't know that particular subject, they know something related, they're well traveled, they recognize places. It's real easy to make connections with people like that because no matter what subject you bring up, they know something about it or they know something related to it.
I like
that's
that.
also ADHD. I'm just throwing that out there because I get in a rabbit hole and I'll learn everything about it for a few minutes, and then, just so I know enough about it to be able to talk about it.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to converse.
Yeah.
All right, Josh, what's a small sign that someone's really smart?
I'm going to kind of flip it because, like, having Cordell and just seeing, like, the way that he processes things. So for a 3-year-old, like, you can pull up somewhere and he's like, oh, you got to go left and that's how you get to Peepaw's house. Or, oh, you got to go right and that's how you get home. And, like, he knows, like, certain locations. And just seeing him at 3 process that, I'm like, man, I still get lost when they tell me to go to, to Zeller's place. I'm like, just give me a road.
It's always amazing when your kids like do something that you're like,
Yeah.
whoa, like I would not have done that at their age.
Or even his verbiage that he uses at his age is just, it's mind blowing what he knows. And you're like, how do you even know that?
Where are you? Where are you picking that up?
And so like on that aspect, I think he's going to be pretty smart, and he definitely got that from his mom, not me. But yeah, I would just say it's fun watching my kid develop that, because I already know he's way smarter than I am.
Yeah.
My daughter did something the other day that just flabbergasted me. She's got this light that changes colors, the LED lights. Well, she's an artist, and she was drawing, and she used certain colors on this drawing that you can't quite see with the naked eye. And she's like, "Come look at this." And I'm like, "Okay, what?" She's taking me into a dark room, and I'm like, is this how I die right now? And anyway, she goes, "Watch this." And she turns this LED light on and shines it on this paper that she has a drawing on, and a whole different drawing appeared.
Yeah.
I'm like, "How did you figure that out?" She goes, "I don't know. I was just playing around with it." She doesn't, because she doesn't Google anything or anything like that. She's like, she didn't learn that in school. She didn't learn it. That was something she had figured out playing around. And it was just so cool, because I was like, "Oh, that's a pretty cool drawing." She goes, "No, wait, no, watch." Clicks that light on, and it was a whole different drawing, and it transformed right before me. And I was like, "What?"
Get a hold of Chad over at the art bank.
Witchcraft.
At where?
At the art bank. He would love to see that piece.
It was a simple drawing, but it was just so cool how she was like, click the light to a different color, and all of a sudden, boom, it popped something different. I was like, "How did you figure that out? Like, that's so smart."
Hey, you want to get trippy? I do have a strobe light black light.
A black light strobe light?
Yeah, we can put that in a room and then just flip between the images.
Oh man, you could do like a moving picture with that. That'd be kind of cool. But yeah, that was just so cool.
All right, Haley, do you got one for that? How do you know someone's really smart?
I'd say somebody that can adapt well
Yeah.
to their surroundings.
I was told to say this: if you drive a Ford.
Yes, amen. Yeah. For me, it's when you watch somebody listen to somebody else that they're listening to understand, but not listening to respond.
Yeah.
And you can see that. When you see that, you can tell that they're really smart. So there you go. Great topic. Well, here's the
What'd you
deal. Exactly. Here's the deal. It's 7:50. It's about time for birthdays and anniversaries. 345-5598. You can call that in right now. Or you can text it in also. 345-5598. We'll get those birthdays on the radio. But we've got time for one more topic. I actually sent you guys 3 more. So I don't know if there was one you particular had a big deal on. We'll save the rest for maybe next week. But I asked what the most useful thing you purchased this year was. I also asked what hurts on your body right now and why. And how you doing on your summer bucket list. Anybody had one they were really excited to use?
Well, I can talk about what I was going to do this summer and what I've already done.
All right, let's go with that one. How you doing on your summer bucket list? You can start.
Okay, well, the Red Power Roundup was held at Sedalia, Missouri this year. That is the national show for the International Harvester Collectors. So I was able to go to Sedalia and take that in. And then I get back to Bird City and start working on the Thresher Show. So it's just one show after another for me. I'm actually planning on the Red Power Roundup for 2026, which will be up here on South Dakota. And then I also helped put together an antique tractor show that'll be down at Husker Harvest Days in September at Grand Island.
Wow!
So I'm working on that. I'm working with Case IH. They want to have some antique tractors on their lot at Husker Harvest. So it's just one bucket after another.
I was going to say, what are you doing with your spare time?
I've got vacation time scheduled for October. I've got a friend that we're going to go to Michigan and Wisconsin, travel up through the UP, and make a loop up through there.
Very good.
Oh, yeah.
All right. How's the summer bucket list, Josh?
I changed mine from a B to an F. That seems to be a little bit more fitting for mine.
If you know, you know.
It's about
yuck.
It's about well, my summer's gone. Now see the bucket list of mine was to do like a few more barbecue contests, but that just seems like every weekend.
It just hasn't been going so hot this year.
Have you done more this year than last year?
No, actually we're on the same track to do the same. But It's just we're busy all week. Every
I know.
weekend's a different week.
I get it. Dozer, how's the summer bucket
It's
list?
great. I think we booked a total of 13 shows this year so far.
Wow.
Yeah, from 2 free ones last year. So,
Gosh, that's about $100,000 now, right?
I wish. No.
Get into it for the money.
Yeah, that's exactly. That's just it. I don't do it for the money. It's so much fun, and then I love to entertain. But yeah, it's the bucket. My bucket list was like at 10. Actually, my bucket list started as 5 shows. I was like, I'd love to get if we could get 5 shows.
Yeah.
And then we opened our books, and 5 shows happened. And then so I was like, I gotta get a bigger bucket.
You're going to end up with a couple more just from being here this morning. That's going to
That would
happen.
be awesome.
Actually, I had somebody reach out to me and they want your information.
Perfect.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
So, Chris, how you doing on the summer bucket list?
I don't know if it's so much as a bucket list as
Right?
a to-do list.
Yeah.
How do you do?
It was, hurry up, get through fair. And then last weekend, my daughter participated in a rodeo queen pageant up in Valentine. So we were able to get that done. And then next week, she'll be helping out the Dundee County Fair and the Red Willow County Fair to give up her crown from there. So it's just one thing after another until, school starts.
Haley, did you have anything on the summer bucket list?
She already excelled.
Sure. I think the only thing that was on my list was I told Kyle that and we wanted to take Kason somewhere, do something fun. So, and we went to the zoo, had kind of a little family vacation. So it kind of checks my list.
Which of the
on her
animals do you
list
like
too,
the
she
best?
know was the sourdough.
The sourdough what?
Yeah, she's nailed sourdough this summer.
Oh, yeah, that too, I guess.
Which animal did your son like the best from the zoo?
I can't remember. I think he kept saying the elephants,
Yeah.
but he got to feed the giraffe, so he was, Actually, I think the greatest thing from the zoo was the train. He has an obsession with trains right now. So
Well, he's going to love the Thresher shows then.
yes, because they have a big train. Well, especially in the one that we go to in Iowa, they have a huge train there.
So I'm going to toss this out there. Last night we went to the Third Thursday at downtown McCook, right? And a whole bunch of different things were going on. How many in here have been downstairs to see the train, the model trains?
It's been a few years, but yeah.
Yeah, they just did a whole bunch of work on it.
Did they?
Oh,
Man, I should have went down there yesterday.
Yeah, we took the grandkids down there, and boy, they just loved that.
It's really neat.
It really is.
Don't touch.
Yeah, don't touch. But we had to follow one of the trains around and around and around.
That's here in McCook.
Yeah.
On Norris Avenue.
Yep. And they open it up for special things and things like that.
Is that near the library there somewhere?
It's. Do you know where McCook Abstract is? It's in the basement of that building.
okay,
That's what it is.
okay.
Right, you know where the museum is?
Yeah.
So it's right across the street from the museum and down a little bit towards B Street.
Okay.
Do you know where Embers is?
No.
It's a little up from there. We can
I know
start
where
playing
Baumgars is.
it's where Sainers used to be. Ivanhoe's used to be across the street.
Yeah.
If you hit the sheriff's building, you gone too far.
Too far. Oh, so much fun.
Is that sourdough? Now you got me curious.
She is
Did you name
phenomenal.
it?
Yes.
Yes,
named your-
Edith.
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 Edith is my starter.
I've heard several people that got into sourdough, and they all named it, and I was like, "Why are you naming it? Because it's a living thing."
Yes.
Okay.
You have
and
to
then,
feed it
I've
or
heard
it
like
will
Betty,
die.
and it's just I just was curious.
Okay,
Yep.
here we go. Birthdays, anniversaries on the 18th of July. If you got some birthdays or anniversaries, please shout them out now.
I have a birthday for Amanda Engel today.
Oh, do you have an age?
I do not.
What?
Facebook
Are we
doesn't
doing
say.
tomorrow's birthdays too?
Sure.
Okay. Ryan King, his birthday's tomorrow.
Okay. Who else we got?
Madison Riemenschneider has a birthday. And I also have Amanda Engel. I'm going to guess Amanda's probably...
Don't do it.
I think she's
Don't do it.
probably 28, 29,
Ish.
right around there.
Okay. Let's see. On my list, I've got Jerry Felker. He's a neat guy if you ever get a chance to talk with him. Lance Clay. Let's see. Brian Symington. Trisha Wyneth, and Wendy Goodenberger, Derek Shaw, Jenna Wilkinson, and Madison Spike are on my list here today. Let's see. Oh, and Gene Malik, free throw king of the area. Got to pick somebody as our birthday winner to get these cool prizes.
A donut from Ember's Bakery, ice cream from The Scoop, a sandwich from Jimmy John's and Coca-Cola.
All right, who's our birthday winner now?
Let's do Amanda.
Yeah, let's do Amanda.
Okay. Come by the radio station and pick up those prizes sometime today or Monday. About to finish up Coffee Club for Friday, July 18th, 2025. And we'll start with the Thresher Show coming up soon. End of the month, right?
End of the month, July 31st, which is a Thursday. The show is Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We are hosting the Rumley Collectors, and that will be their national show, their expo. So they'll be coming in from all over the country to see those big Rumley tractors. We've also got the steam engines. We've got threshing. We've got sawmilling. We've got a parade every day. All kinds of things going on at Bird City, Kansas.
All right. How do people find out more about that show?
ThresherShow.org is our website. Our Facebook group is Bird City Thresher Friends.
All right, and the Hitchcock County Fair happening here this weekend. It's in session right now in Culbertson, Nebraska. Tell us about a few things that you got lined up today and tomorrow.
Today is Little Red Tractor Pull, and that's for all ages. Also, we got the Ranch Rodeo starting at 6. Tomorrow at 9, we have Mud Volleyball Tournament. Bingo with the Knights of Columbus at 3. Let's see, we'll have Fun Jumps at 3 o'clock also coming in. There's, I think, 4 attractions. This is a new company we're using, so one of them I've been told was a wrecking ball thing. So,
oh, yes.
Might get to see some little kids get knocked down. I'm not sure what it's going to end up being.
Also, I'm thinking, came in like a wreck.
No, yeah. There's no Miley Cyrus available.
And then don't forget about our free barbecue at 6:30 and with watermelon. And then following is Day Dozin at 8 o'clock.
Talk that barbecue real quick. What's usually, what do you have?
Justin Bright with Up and Smoke. He's the one doing our pork butt this year.
Yeah.
So he did it for us last year and I believe the year before. And it's phenomenal.
Oh, it's really good.
It's really good. Yeah.
They sold out last year, didn't they? They ran out.
Yeah, we did run out.
So get there early, right? And then day dozing on Saturday, right?
8
folks,
to 11.
Folks want to reach out to you, maybe get you guys hooked up for a date or something.
We have Facebook. It's Day Dozin on Facebook.
You want to spell that?
DAEDOZZIN.
Yeah.
It's kind of a play on both Dalen and I's names.
Yeah.
And it's just it was we did a poll. And I think there was like 5 or 6 names, and that was the one that everybody really liked the most. And
what was the other ones? Do you remember?
Oh man, I can't even remember now because my head's been filled with that one so much. I don't know. I think it was the right choice after all said and done. The other ones were kind of cool, but Day Dozin just ended up happening. And,
all right.
And it was, of course, Dalen's submission.
Right.
Of course. You can't forget that.
There you go. Well, that's Coffee Club, Friday morning, July 18th, 2025, here from Hometown Family Radio's Coyote Country. Happy
Weekend Eve.